Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream.
Am I looking for the anthem or the foundation of the construction?
The anthem. So, yep, we are now live, and we are playing some Arkham. I do need to get all of the cards out, because we do need to do some leveling ups. Which is what it is. Do that. Just doing some things in the background. Those can be sorted in a bit. That's fine. I am joined by Monsieur Chris today. And you never know, there may be others joining. So the first things that we are obviously going to be doing is we are going to be looking at leveling up these decks. If I remember correctly, I made it was Amanda as the lead, so I think she got Lita. Alright, put the decks up here out the way first. Well, I realised that the title has already given this away. The blob that ate everything won the vote. Quite handedly. So that there is going to be what we are playing first. Well, that's what we're going to be playing next, I should say. Ace of Rods, what does that do? During your turn, remove Ace of Rods from the game. You may take an additional action. During issue +2/+2. Okay. See on a bow. That's... I mean, that's not bad. Ah, the time-worn blade. Oh, there they are. Jesus, I wondered where the fuck those had gone. I put them at the back. Sorry, distracted. I think the next set are in Dunwich. So what did you think of Majima Construction?
Quite hilarious.
Indeed. Obviously, as I have played Zero on the channel, it would be worth noting for others that news came out today, I believe, that Yakuza's 3, 4, 5, and probably 6 are coming to Game Pass. January, I believe the article was saying. For those interested as well, it is Skyrim is going to be released to Game Pass as well, and that there is as of the 15th of this month, I believe. Not that that really matters to you and your cheese addiction, as I'm sure you already
I can stop whenever I want.
Right, okay, is that what you keep telling yourself?
No, that's what I keep telling everyone else. I tell myself, yum, cheese.
Yeah. I can stop whenever I want, but I don't want to. Alright, so the one thing that I'll need to remember for this, at the very least, is I need to make sure that I've got enough experience that I can still do the blob that ate everything. Right, so I can spend 4 experience, as playing the blob that ate everything as a side story costs each investigator 2 experience. I really should have actually read through this prior to starting, but never mind. Okie dokie. Deal with that in a bit. Return to the path to Carcosa. So what are you currently doing anyway, my friend?
Playing Fallen Order.
Aha. How badly did your whatchamajigger end up last night? Your arcing.
We died a couple more times. Found a source of crystal though, and think we found the entrance to a high-level boss.
Ooh, interesting.
There's a ice tunnel with constant wind blowing through it. Even with high fortitude and full winter gear, I was still freezing.
Sounds fun. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. Alright. We have cards. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What can we do with you? Practiced, neutrals, and seekers. I'll worry about practiced later. So there was 4 experience points that I can spend. So let's just look at these. Lose once per dex once. After the occult lexicon enters play, search your bonded deck for up to 3 cards of your blood right. Add 1 to your hand, shuffle the other 2 into your deck. When it leaves play, find those okay and they're removed. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. No, that there is too high of a price really to pay discarding cards with this character is not the best. It might actually be worth taking. I was looking at Dream Diary. I don't know what we would get from a translated Dream Diary. Grizzly Titan, after commencing a card to a skill test, exhaust Grizzly Titan. That card gains another instance of one of its skill icons of your choice. If that skill test is successful, performing Investigator gets to draw one card. That's not bad. Scrolls of Secrets. Exhaust the Scroll of Secrets, spend one secret, look at the bottom 3 cards of any investigator's deck, or the encounter deck. You may discard one of those cards. You may add one of those cards to its owner's hand, place the rest of the cards either on the top or bottom of their deck in any order. Alright, Studious. You can begin the game with one extra card in your hand. That might be worth taking. Wouldn't have enough room for that. Alright, Ancient Stones, no, because we need to... oh, because we can... no, we won't do that. Alright, Death. +1 book. That could be worth taking. Any stat increases with Amanda would be a good thing. Expose weakness fast. Play during any encounter or quick encounter window. Choose an enemy at your location. Test book. X, where X is the enemy's fight value. For each point you succeed by, reduce the enemy's fight value for the next attack performed against it this phase. Interesting. Expensive research. Reduce the cost to play expensive research by 1 for each other card in your hand. Discover 2 clues at your location. New, play when you draw a non-weakness treachery card. Place one of your clues in your location and cancel that card's effect. Interesting. Draw one card. Shuffle any number of non-weakness cards from your hand into your deck. Then draw that many cards. In the know. Spend one secret, investigate any revealed location in play as if you were at that location. That could potentially be helpful. But probably for Carol Ann. Let's put that out. If you can take cards from that level. Library Descent. That's if I had tomes. I don't. Ooh, the free magnifying glass could be an idea. During your turn, if you are not engaged with any enemies, exhaust Pathfinder, move to a connecting location. That could be good. Fast, limited, 1 composure in play. Non-direct horror must be assigned to scientific theory before it can be assigned to an investigator. Okay, no. That requires spending resources. Pendant of the Queen. That's not bad, but no. There's an additional cost to play Stirring Up Trouble. Nope. Surprising Find. When searching your deck, when you search your deck and Surprising Find is among the searched cards, put it into play in your area. You must commit it to the next test, the next eligible skill test you perform. If the test is successful, draw one card, max 1 research ability per search. Blasphemous Covenants. Okay, but I'm not using those, so that's fine. Cryptic Writings. Gain 3 resources, 4 instead if you have 10 or more other cards in your hand. After you draw Cryptic Writings during your turn, play it. I mean, that's a quick way of getting some resources. If this skill test is successful while investigating a location, discover 1 clue in this location. 2 clues instead of... I think I have deduction. Nope. Encyclopedia. Spanakopeda.
Spanakopeda.
Spanakopeda. Exhaust Encyclopedia. Choose an investigator at your location. Investigating gives +2 skills to your choice until the end of the phase. No. Esoteric Atlas. Choose a revealed location up to 3 connections away from your current locations. Move to that location. Hyper awareness not requires you to spend. Ooh. Otherworldly Compass. Exchange otherworldly... exhaust otherworldly compass. Investigate. Your location gets -X shroud for this investigation. X is the number of revealed locations connected to your location. That would be good. Otherworld Codex. Exhaust Otherworld Codex and spend 1 secret. Search the top 9 cards of the encounter deck and choose 1 non-elite card among them. Discard a copy of the chosen card from play. Shuffle all of the search cards back into the encounter deck. No, it's fine. Perception. Consider that. No. Quick study. Place 1 of your clues on your location and exhaust quick study. You get +3 skill value for this skill test. Nope. Alright. Investigates. If you succeed, discover 2 total clues chosen from among your location and connecting locations. No. During your turn, attached to a location. Attached location gains exhaust shortcut move to a connecting location. Truth from fiction. Place 2 secrets among assets controlled by investigators at your locations. 3 if there is a clue at your location. Don't know how many cards requires secrets, so maybe a way of replenishing secrets is always good. We're on green. After you reveal a location or put a new location to play, exhaust weapon green, such a number card for a tome or relic. Well, I'm not sure if we've got a tome or relic in the deck, but we'll have a look and see. Barricade. Oh, we do have some dream diaries. Oh, right, that was... yeah. No, dream diary isn't worth it. Addictive memory. Place addictive memory. There's an extra copy of an insight event in investigator's discard pile, including the resource cast. Remove that event from the game. Higher exposed weakness. Feed the mind. Forbidden Tome. You can only include this asset in your deck by upgrading it from Hidden Tome untranslated. And only if you have translated the tome in your campaign log. 4 actions: exhaust Hidden Tome, move 1 damage from one player at your location to an enemy at your location, reduce this ability's cost by 1 action for every 4 cards in your hand. Nope. No. Abigail Foreman. Arcane Insights. While an investigator is taking his or her turn, spend 1 charge. Your location gets -2 shroud until the end of the turn. During your turn, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, exhaust Farsight, play an event card from your hand, paying its costs. For each clue you have, to a maximum of 3, heal 2 horror from an investigator at your location or discard a terror. That would be good for Carol Ann. But we've already got a couple of other smaller things that I could possibly give to Carol Ann. Yeah, and they're all too expensivo. Alright, that reminds me. How much does it cost? Versatile costs 2. Oh, right, yeah, there was the ornate bow as well, wasn't there? Oh, wait, no. Doesn't matter, Carol Ann can't use a weapon, this weapon, because it's over level 0. Amanda could. But we're already upgrading. We may take ornate bow after this, depending on how things go. I don't think things are going to go well.
Do they ever?
No. Alright. I'm not going to look at 0 level cards for the moment. We are going to look... Alright, she can't take level 2 or higher, right? No, I can only take level 1 or 0. In that case, you can't have mind over matter, or I've got a plan. That's a shame. Never mind. I'll need to look for higher heal spells. What's that? It's an evasion. Book of Shadows. Add 1 charge to a spell. I don't think I have many spells with charges, so that's not going to work. That could be something worth taking. 4 of Cups. Grounded, limited, limit 1 composure in play. Non-direct holler must be assigned to grounded. During your spell card, you may spend 1 resource, get +1 skill value for that tests. That's fine. No, I won't take that. Group limit 2 of protective incantation in place. Seal except the auto fail force. At the end of your turn, you must either spend 1 resource or discard protective incantation. Discard a mystic asset you control, then draw 3 cards or gain 3 resource or any combination thereof. That is a weapon, so can't take that. Stargazing, maximum twice per game. Play only if there are 10 or more cards in the encounter deck. Search your bonded cards for 1 card. Cards for 1 copy of the Stars Are Right and shuffle it into the top 10 cards of the encounter deck. Remove the Stars Are Right from the game. Choose 1 investigator. That investigator draws 1 card, gains 1 resource, and may take an immediate action as if it was their turn. Summoned Hound. During your turn, fight or investigate. That might be worth taking. I mean, not for the investigate, but being able to fight. Do that. Okay. That's fine. There was nothing else from those decks that I wanted to take. Hey, Charlie 2x4. So the characters we're running is Carolyn Fern and Amanda Sharp. So right now I'm just looking at cards that could potentially augment the decks. And then just seeing if I do want to do that. I've got 4 experience of the 6 that I've got to spend. So... You can have up to level 3s. Carolyn, right. As long as it's not a weapon. You could take the empty vessel, abandoned by the gods, because its bonded card allows you to heal. After you defeat an enemy, place 1 charge on empty vessel. If there is at least 3 charges on empty vessel, search your bonded cards for Wish Eater and swap it with the empty vessel, moving all charges of the empty vessel to the Wish Eater. When you reveal a Skull, Cultist, Tome, or Monster token during a skill test, spend 1 charge, cancel that Chaos token, heal 1 damage and horror. But that would be like all 4 of your experience points. No, those are weapons. Those are too high. Fast play when you are dealt damage or horror. Cancel up to 2 damage or horror dealt to you, then gain that many resources. Nope. Ace of Swords, +1 fights. I mean, you could take that, but you can really only have 1 Tarot out anyway. Ambush. If there's no investigator your location, discard ambush. Forced. After an enemy spawns at an attached location, deal 2 damage to that enemy and discard ambush. That's not bad. Gives damage option. There's additional costs to playing it. Playing Blood Eclipse, take 2 damage. Fights, use Mind instead of Fists. You get +2 Mind and +2 damage for the attack. Nope. Brother Xavier. Brother Xavier might be worth taking. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else? What's this? One at a time, play up to 3 assets from your hand, reducing the resource cost of each by 1. Fast. Play after you defeat an enemy, discover 1 clue at your location. 2 clues instead of you have defeated enemies with a combined total of at least 4 printed health this turn. No, well, there's no need for that really. Fast, when you discard a treachery card, put Fool Me Once into play in your play area and attach it to the treachery. When an investigator draws a copy of the attached treachery, discard Fool Me Once and cancel that card's effects. Galvanize. Fast. Play during your turn. Ready a Guardian asset you control. You may take an additional action during your turn, which can only be used to fight. Kerosene. Well, that's interesting. If no kerosene has the supplies, discard it. If an enemy was defeated at this location this round, exhaust kerosene, spend 1 supply, heal up to 2 horror from an investigator in the location. That is worth probably taking. Reliable. While resolving a triggered ability on the attached asset, you get +1 to each of your skills. That could be interesting. Oh, well, I can't take the Hungering Blade. Can't take any of those because those are weapons. B-Cop is fine. Blackjack, can't take that because it's a weapon. Dynamite. Eat lead. Fast. Play when you activate a fight ability on a firearm asset. Nope. Get over here. Heroic rescue. Hey, Captain Dumb Stupid. So we are in the middle of the Night of the Zealot campaign, but due to a vote on the Discord server, we are going to be playing tonight the Blob that ate everything, as that was what was voted of the 4 choices. Right now, I'm just upgrading the decks.
Yeah, he gave his friends a choice, and that never ends well for him.
True. Fast. Play when you take damage from an enemy attack. Discover 2 clues to your location. No, that's fine. No, we won't take overpowered. Police badge. While an investigator at your location is taking his or her turn, discard placement, and we take 2 additional actions that turn. Okay. No, I won't take that. No. Survival knife is a weapon. Can't take that. Don't want taunt. Alright, I can get up to level 3 cards, can't I? Ooh, upgraded first aid looks nice though. Supply, we use 1 supply, heal 1 damage and 1 horror from an ally. Keen Eye, no, that's spending resources. Stick to the plan, permanent exceptional. Before you draw your opening hand, search your card for 3 different tactics and or supply events. Attach them to stick to the plan, shuffle your deck. No. Okay. Nope. Nope. So we've got some cards here that we can possibly use. Oh, dear me. Alright, so. These are all fairly low cards, that's fine, but I only have 4 experience points. If I was to grab that, then I would, if I've grabbed Versatile, I'd only have 2 more points that I could spend. What would or could we upgrade? Reliable, play fast during your turn. Only attached to an item you control or resolving a triggered effect. You get +1 to each of your skills. I mean, on a 4. On a 4 for a fight or evade to begin with, that would possibly be worth it. But also it could be applied to fingerprint kit. That's not an item. I think I've only got like a couple of items that it could be applied to. I don't know, there's the 45 automatic. There's also the Book of Psalms. Or Psalms? P-S-A-L-M-S. That's it said Psalms, isn't it? Alright. The one nice thing about Versatile is I can fill out my deck with level 0s without actually having to pay the cost, I believe. I think that's what I was reading at the very least. Did I even have the magnifying glass in this deck? I don't think I did, because I had the fingerprint kit.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
I just got an ad on your stream for Xfinity. Does that mean you're sponsored by Xfinity now on top of Raid Shadow Legends?
No, it's probably because your subs expired.
Xfinity actually bought out Raid Shadow Legends. So.
Speaking of buying out, Funimation are buying Crunchyroll.
Well, of course they are. Because of their Crunchyroll or Funimation or one of the two, either Funimation
Clay,
or Crunchyroll had a deal with, I believe, Sony, but it fell through.
No, Funimation is owned by Sony.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it, then.
Yeah, Funimation is owned by Sony, and then they're purchasing Crunchyroll.
That's it. Well,
So.
that makes sense. I'm sure everyone else will get the same stuff that you will get the same stuff that you get on Crunchyroll. You just have to wait a year, just like normally with Sony. Good God, this thing is massive.
What?
My collector's edition of Cyberpunk came in.
Oh.
The box comes past my knee.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Sure, it didn't happen.
I mean, that is about as there's about as much stuff that we got for Resident Evil 2, wasn't it?
No, it's a
board
bigger
game?
box than Resident Evil 2.
Jesus Christ. I meant the board game. I meant the board game.
No, the box I got for Resident Evil was fucking massive. So,
yeah,
that was just fucking huge. Because they sent me everything. I came home and my mom's like, "You got a box," and it looked like it was basically the size of a treasure chest.
Yeah, it's not a box. It's a crate.
Yeah. Cause she's like, "What did you buy?" I'm like, "A board game," and she's like, "How many copies of the board game did you buy?" And I went,
One.
"Oh, just the one." And she was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Well, Clay, you gotta remember,
Oh.
she grew up in an age when all board games came in the same box.
Dude, my mom predates board games. My mom's original board game was run up to the woolly mammoth, slap it on the ass, and run away.
Oh dear. That's some shit I speak when I was talking to Greg.
So here's a picture of the actual box. Fuck you, phone work. I never thought like this, where the crack was would affect so much.
Cracks on phones really do affect it.
It's it's not like the bottom right hand corner, it's like halfway between the bottom corner and the middle of the phone, but it affects literally the entire phone.
Yeah.
This is the first like major damage I've done to a phone since I've had it. Because
Alright,
my mom was
summoned
like, well,
hound.
you know, if you bought a phone case for it, it wouldn't have had that problem. And I was like, I did have a phone case on it. She's like, did you have the protective glass? I was like, yes. She goes, well, what happened? I'm like, it fucking shattered on impact when it fell down a story and landed on solid tile.
Oh, oh.
Yeah,
That
I've
mean
got a phone case, but fucking
the phone case
God
wouldn't.
It's only gonna do so much against, you know, gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the phone case is made out of Nokia or anything.
Oh shit. So that's the size of the box. Hang on, I might be able to scale it in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we don't have much to scale that to.
Well, I mean, you say
Athena
that.
next to
There's a
That's
chair.
what I'm doing.
There's a chair in the background. You can already tell.
I'm not good. Not everyone's good with depth perception, Ronzi. Fucking ableist.
Here we go. Here's another picture. You've got two. You've got the stove.
Holy
and the
shit!
dog.
What
Sometimes
the?
it's as big as your dog.
Or Athena is tiny. I've not met Athena.
Athena's 40 pounds, so Athena's about a medium-sized dog. I would say.
Athena's probably twice the height of Vine, if not more.
Okay.
Yeah, Athena's half husky. You can see it in her face.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware she's half husky.
She's half husky, and then she's a mix. I'm pretty sure that Patty got her DNA done, but I'm pretty sure it's wrong. I think instead of the dog mixes they had, they neglected to put raccoon and possum because she will eat anything.
Kind of how like Tim and I are convinced Ayn is part duck because she doesn't chew her fucking food.
Yeah. Same with Athena, and she has.
Oh.
Keep in mind, Athena has a very sensitive stomach, so just because she can eat everything doesn't mean she should.
Yeah.
Oh, collector's
So-
edition of Cyberpunk.
I'm conflicted about what I want to take here.
Oh god.
I might
It's
actually take
huge.
reliable.
Did the blob that ate everything win?
We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, but did it win?
Oh yeah, no, it won.
Handedly.
Of course. I'm glad it did.
I'll keep those to one side
I
because they're
think
potential
Ronzi's secretly
upgrades.
glad it. What the hell?
Huh?
I think Ronzi's secretly glad it did too, because I think you've been waiting for an excuse to play that.
I've been waiting to excuse to play any of this stuff, really.
Well, if you came by and visited more often.
Shush.
They actually added handles to the boxes inside?
So, this is going to be absolutely crazy. I just realized.
Yeah, it's Arkham.
So crazy.
I just realized I need my the weakness cards because
Wait. Why are you telling me there's 2 Blu-ray discs? Is one of them a bonus DVD? Or
probably
is
not.
this game 2 discs? Oh my god, yes, this art book is diesel.
Alright, so as an additional cost to play Summoned Hound, you must search your bonded deck for 1 copy of Unbound Beast and shuffle it into your deck.
Search your bondage deck?
Bonded. Bondage
Nice.
deck.
Yeah. Even the metal case has 2 CDs. Oh god, is this gonna be a double disc? Ah, get your nose out of my eye! Hey, can I help you? I don't know what this is, Athena.
So,
Oh,
as I was saying, this is going to be
scissors guy.
crazy, but I'm going to remove 2 level 0 cards from my deck to replace these first.
Okay, get off the box.
It honestly doesn't matter what it is, so Liquid Courage for Summoned Hound.
Keychain with a nifty car.
And Dodge for Reliable. So that there is 2 experience. Then I'm going to purchase... Okay, it doesn't matter. Versatile. That is a permanent card, so that doesn't go into my deck.
These appear to be stickers.
But that
You
gives
appear to
me
be stickers.
plus 5 cards to my deck, and I can take any level 0s for free. So the 3 level 0s that I took will go straight back into the deck. And you gain the option of 1 other level 0 card from any other class.
And an insert signed by the entire dev team. Okay. I love how most of this box is the fucking statue.
So now we just need to find...
What are you eating? Oh, that's your toy. Okay.
Tinfoil wrapped butter?
No, it's her. It came from her French bark box that she got. This is a ball in the colors of the French flag with a mustache on it. So if she holds it the right way, it looks like she has a mustache. Said it came with all like the iconic French things. It came with a piece of French bread that goes into a little that squeaks, that goes into a crinkly, squeaky French bread wrapper. It came with a beret. It came with this. I actually emailed the BarkBox company and said if this was supposed to be iconic French stuff, where was the white flag of surrender? Surprisingly enough, I'm not the first dog owner to ask them that question.
That's pretty funny.
Because she's like, no one's gonna ask them that question. And I was like, apparently I'm not the only one. She's like, you're sick people.
Or is she the sick one for not asking that?
No, Patty's tolerant. I'm not. Oh my god.
Alright, cards that I wanted to add in. Hypnotic
Time-worn
Gaze.
blade.
I don't have the resources for that.
Look, you just said cards you want to add, not cards you can add.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I could add it. I could give it to I could give it to Amanda. I can't give it to Carolyn, as she's a pacifist.
This is probably one of the greatest statues I've ever had the fortuitous to buy.
Keanu Reeves?
No, actually, it doesn't come with Keanu Reeves. It comes with the main character. But the main character appears to be slamming his motorcycle into a man on the ground. And as soon as I figure out where he goes, while riding the bike and aiming his guns, this is a pretty legit statue. Okay, Athena, you have to walk around it. You can't mow through it. I understand personal space is not your vocabulary. What? Yes, I know. Chris, you will be pleased to know that Patty's sisters tested negative.
That's good.
So,
Still sorry that Linda is positive, but
Yeah.
considering what you said about the way
The
it works,
MBTA
I'm
being
not
a
fucking
fucking dumpster fire.
surprised.
Dude, the MBTA is a fucking dumpster fire.
Wait, what's happened?
Patty's mom has COVID,
Oh, that sucks.
but she drives a bus for the city.
Yeah.
But the
All right.
the T does not enforce. Wait, if you get on the if you're taking public transportation,
Yeah.
the drivers are not cannot enforce the mask rule.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just basically like Wild West. So,
Wow,
so
wow.
Patty's mom ended up getting sick.
Yep.
Obviously.
Obviously, because she's not allowed to, if somebody gets on the bus, she can't be like, hey, yo, you got to put a mask on. So, at the same time, too, like, if, like, someone were to, like, get on her bus or whatever and just start being a total dick, Patty's mom can't do anything about it. In fact, if she leaves her seat, she can get fired because of the way I guess they do business. I don't know. So
That really sucks because in the UK, buses, if someone is being disruptive, bus drivers do not have to leave. They don't have to close the door, or they will close the door, but they will like either force you to sit down, and they will get out of the cabin to force you to sit down or force you off if you are being disruptive.
That don't work over here in America. It's the same reason like you guys actually physically shut down when the pandemic hit and we didn't. It's not that I don't think that we refused to shut down. It's I don't think the country as a whole could shut down because people would be like, well, you're infringing on my rights.
Well, we saw that happened.
Yeah.
So.
Like there's a dude in Florida. I saw it on the news yesterday. He's in charge of like one of those mega churches, and he was telling all of his the people who came that when the vaccine comes out, they shouldn't take the vaccine because the vaccine is designed to change your DNA.
Well, I mean,
how does he? How
he's
Technically,
religious. There's no cognitive flow.
I mean, how does he feel then about people owning domesticated dogs?
Well,
How does he feel about people eating bananas? How does he feel about?
Well, no,
I
see,
mean,
those are changes that were done purposely over time by humanity as a whole. This DNA vaccine change is done specifically by like the elite 0.000000001% of the shadow government. There's a huge fucking difference.
My rationale is this. I mean, I would normally, listen to the man because, I
No,
could
you
use a
wouldn't.
laugh. I could use a laugh. But at the same time, I mean, how is this guy going to be telling me what's in the best interest according to God when he doesn't have a beard? Because I mean, he should have a beard. If he shaved his beard, that's wrong. I also noticed that his clothes weren't 100% cotton either. So there's a polyester.
Well, they don't have to be cotton. They just can't be mixed fabric.
Yep.
Which I guarantee they are.
I guarantee you they're mixed fabric. I guarantee you they're mixed fabric.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they're like polyester, that's a mixed fabric.
Yeah.
Or if they're like 90% of clothing that exists today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Terribly sorry about the shifting conversation, but hey ho, it happens.
How dare you come into my house, sir, and tell me how to live my life? Do you not know who I am? Oh my god. Oh my god, this game is 2 discs!
Jesus Christ.
It's Dose Blu-rays!
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the magnifying glass.
And I can play it in 4K Ultra HD.
And we are going to... We're going to take death, and that there is 2. Then we'll be taking this.
Sweet, I got a 30-day free trial to HBO Max.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I'll be
if you wait till Genlock comes out, you can watch Genlock.
I'm actually waiting. When does it expire? Because if it expires, when's the expiration?
Is there any level 0
Ah, damn it!
cards?
I only have till the end of this year. If they gave me till the end of 2021, I was just gonna use it next year and
Yeah.
use it to watch Dune.
Wait, so it expires in like 20 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the code does.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Alright,
Dick
beautiful
move, guys.
Oh, this is the first time I'm using a disc in here. Let's see how noisy it is.
No, none of those I want.
Go away, Scout Trooper.
I don't think there's actually anything in here that I want either.
Oh yeah, install, you sexy bitch. Yep, I know you need an update. 43.2 gigs, go get it.
Silly stormtroopers.
What are you playing?
Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, how you liking it?
It's a little too much platform and not enough action for me so far, but it's enjoyable.
Did you get off the first planet?
Yeah.
Did you go to Dathomir?
Uh,
They tell you not to go to Dathomir. So if you
Say cryptic writings.
go to Dathomir, you
There's
can get the
3.
double-bladed lightsaber.
ooh.
Yeah, you just follow the path until you reach some dude who's standing there in a hood who's like, "Hey, bro, you can't go any further." Which is true, you can't because you don't have, I think, the double jump. And then you turn around and go back down the path, but there's a path that hooks off to, I believe, the right. You follow that, you find a bench, bam, double-bladed lightsaber. It's not good for one-on-one, which is stupid. It's better for large groups, which, I mean, I get that because you can block doubly, but at the same time, it's 2 blades versus 1
4.
blade. Yeah. And it came with the you got the free shit with it, right?
Yeah.
So so I'm assuming you're using the cyan blade because I think you can get a cyan blade.
5.
No, it comes with the orange one.
Oh, well, you can get a cyan blade
There we go.
because that's what I was using.
We got all of the cards that I want. So
Well, the
let's-
orange looks good. The orange looks really good. I like the orange. So I'm big on orange lightsabers.
Oh my.
Oh, this is gonna take for fucking ever.
Alright, let us clear the play area.
3% installed.
Yeah, the base colors are green and blue, and then the orange is the premium content it came with.
I do like the customization you can add to your lightsaber, like because you can get a lot of pieces for it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bench right now. It's kind of ridiculous in a good
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Once you get like the hack ability for your droid, you can go back and pop open all those chests you came across, and those contain like
The
ponchos.
SOCOM link or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Those.
just finished upgrading that on him.
Good. Yeah. Now you can go back to like any of those chests you came across that were like, oh, you can't open this because of reasons. Now you can. He'll hack the chest for you. And
Does every sleeve damaged on this thing?
No. No. It shouldn't be.
Because the
But-
4 I have, even the 2 premium content ones are fucking damaged.
Alright.
Yes, but I
so
think I don't think you've fixed your lightsaber yet.
No, I have not.
then
Yeah,
these
it
cards
gets
out the
it
way.
gets like fixed up at one point because right now you're using your assuming your dead masters.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets kind of repaired, so which is good. But yeah, the game is amazing.
Do
Like,
those a bit later.
the only downside I have is I wish you got Merrin sooner than you did, and I
Who?
wish you'll come across her. And I wish they gave you like a romance option for her, because it's one of the few. I mean, I get them not doing it; it's fine because the game's good. But I feel like if this was a KOTOR game, she would be perfect. Like, she's unlike any companion you've gotten in any Star Wars game. She's a fucking Night Sister. Chris, I understand if you don't know what that means.
Yeah, I've read up on them.
Yes. If
Because
it,
I'd never actually thought I would end up playing this game, so I was just like, oh, I'll just read up on it.
No, she's a Night Sister. Asajj Ventress from the Star Wars Clone Wars or whatever. I think she's a Night Sister. Darth Maul would be considered a Night Brother, but he was raised on Dathomir. So, which is why he's a total badass. What's his chunk?
Right, okay, so now we're just going to have a quick read of the rules for this.
This is a huge fucking game. Holy shit.
No, that's fine. Expansion. Alright, we're playing. Alright, game modes.
I won't be able to play Cyberpunk for another hour.
The blob that ate everything can either be placed as a
Damn.
standalone scenario or a side story.
It's got to
Yeah.
download the info from the disc, which is now keep in mind I bought this on disc, not digitally. So it's 15 gigabytes from the disc alone, plus a 43 gigabyte day one update, which is fine. I don't care.
When playing the standalone, the scenario can be played as one of two ways: played with a single group of 1 to 4 players in single group mode, either with any number of players split into 4 groups of 1 to 4 in epic. Multiplayer mode. Page 4 to 5 has additional rules and clarifications for both versions of the scenario. Page 6 to 9 include special rules pertaining to the single group mode and epic group mode. Standalone,
Even though
which is
I
not
already,
correct.
I already have it. I downloaded Gat Out of Hell.
Fair.
It's free for Xbox 360, so I just downloaded it.
I should already have it on 360.
I think I have it as part of the. What Saints Row was that? Was that 4? They redid 4 on Xbox One, right? Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they ported it over or whatever, but they didn't
Yeah,
really
they
make
ported
it.
it. Yeah, they ported it over. Yeah, they ported it over.
They
So
remade
it's
3.
3, yes, which I haven't bought yet, but I probably should.
So, because Get Out of Hell is for 4?
Get Out
Yeah.
of Hell is for everyone.
True.
It has a musical number.
I still haven't done that. I need to go back and finish those games because I do enjoy them.
It's so that is possibly one of the best ones. The only thing that Saints Row has done better was it Saints Row 5 where you actually have to get Johnny Gat and you have to play Gat of Rage.
There was
No,
a
that's
5th
4.
one? That was 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
Okay,
5 had
then-
nothing to do with the other story.
Then 4.
5
Then
wasn't
4.
even wasn't even a fucking Saints Row game.
Which
Yeah, it was like a spiritual successor. Or
It
whatever.
was
Did I even play 5?
the fifth. Yeah, you did. You played it with me.
Oh, that was Saints Row 5.
Yes.
That was crap.
Agents of Mayhem.
Oh,
that was crap.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was Saints Row 5. Yeah, no, so 4, yeah.
Because
4
you're
had
like
everything.
the founder of your organization is meant to be the leader of the Saints.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, and Johnny Gat died in quote unquote died in 3, but in 4 you found out that the aliens just abducted him beforehand because he was the only one they thought could defeat and stop their invasion of Earth.
And that gave you Gat of Rage.
And that's like the only thing I've ever seen like really annoy the
Interesting.
main character. Whoa. They thought Gat was more dangerous than me?
Now, is that
Gat
a
is more
feedback
dangerous than your main
flash?
character. Let's face facts. Mr. Gat, there's no statute of limitations on murder.
Why
Huh?
the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
I'll figure with the statute of limitations, I'm good.
I love that man so
Huh.
much. I love how Saints Row 1 like tried to be like a GTA style game, and then Saints Row 2 they were like, we can still do it, and then by the third one they were like, fuck this noise.
The only problem I had with the first game was how they forced you to do those side missions in order to do the main missions again.
Yes. Although, I will say, nothing is quite as good as the side mission of you driving around in a minivan with a mom selling, what was it? Was it weed or cocaine?
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them, but it was just like really annoying. That's like, okay, you did a mission.
Yeah.
Now go off and do like 12 side missions so you can level up your mission meter to do the next main
that
mission.
was stupid. And
That's stupid.
I can't believe they got David Carradine to do us for that game.
Experience, weakens trauma, and side
Oh,
story.
speaking of, did you see we lost one of Nikki's brothers yesterday?
Yeah, dude, he's not just one of Nikki's brothers. He was in
He was
in
the
Dark
president
Knight.
of Earth.
We're not
He
gonna
was
have.
and he was in the Dark Knight.
Devour.
It was?
During the
Now give me
scenario,
that
can
detonator,
devour a
and I'm
variety of
gonna do
things.
what
If
you
a
should
card
have
is
done
devoured,
15
it is
minutes
placed beneath
ago.
the blob.
I've forgotten about that.
Cards beneath the blob are considered out
Aye,
of play.
aye.
Each devoured card is returned to its
Well,
owner's
good
deck
girl.
at the end of the game. If an investigator is devoured,
I'm
he
gonna
or
go
she
grab
is
something to
killed.
eat real quick.
Alright. If a token is devoured, it is placed in the token pool. When choosing a location to be devoured, you cannot choose to devour a location if it causes another location to have no valid connections. Subject 8L08 can also devour certain aspects of reality or metaphysical objects. If it does so, you'll be instructed of the consequences. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you that it's so bad. We're not gonna tell you how bad it is.
Like countermeasures. Countermeasures represent supplies, research, or military equipment which may aid in your investigators in their survival. Countermeasures may be spent via certain card abilities in order to trigger powerful effects. However, gaining a new countermeasure is rare, so be careful how you spend them. Story card. Story cards are a new card type in this scenario. These cards serve as an avenue for additional narrative and typically appear as the reverse side of another scenario card. When you are instructed to resolve a story card, simply read the story text and resolve its game text, if any. Blob X. Many enemies in the scenario are pieces of the anomaly which have broken apart and have their own sentience. Defeating these enemies damage the anomaly. An enemy with Blob X is defeated. X damage is deal X damage to subject 8L08. Enemies with Blob X are not placed in the victory display when they are defeated unless they have victory X. Okay, so subjects, template, other than other enemies, see the diagrams below. It's a different card template. Okay, for the encounter set, number of production number, traits, health, card title, encounter symbol type, and card type. Note, subject 8L08 has no fight, evade, damage, or horror values. Alright, well, we're not playing epic multiplayer. That's tips for an event organizer. Alright, so the encounter set. The scenario has 4 encounter sets. The epic multiplayer encounter set is only used when playing epic multiplayer mode. The single encounter set is only used playing a single group mode. The Blob They Everything and the Me Go Incursion encounter sets are used in both modes. Some cards in the epic multiplayer and single sets have the same title, so make sure you are playing with the correct encounter sets. Alright. So that is something that I'm going to have to sort out now.
Fuck is this?
No.
Do I have a heist
no.
ready to go?
What are you playing?
Oh, I don't have a heist ready to go, but
Are you playing GTA?
I've done some stuff for the heist apparently. Ah, it's artwork. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just saying if there's any updates because the new heist drops next week?
Yeah, the 15th.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to come up with money in GTA because I want the submarine base.
Are you going to be around this
week?
weekend?
Like this weekend?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Well, no, you've got your thing tomorrow, haven't you?
I've got D&D tomorrow, and then next weekend's my bachelor party.
Mm. Yeah, I have diamonds waiting to go.
How much money do I have?
Yeah, those are all
3.4 million?
locations.
Not too bad.
Don't
3.4
think.
million's fair.
Alright, and then that is multiplayer.
Hopefully the update for squad drops
Oh.
next week. Play more Star Wars.
This might end badly. I mean, if it can devour investigators, this might actually end. This might actually end very badly. Alright, so. Yep, okay, so. The blob that ate everything. Incident report 8L08. Thursday, 7th of the 5th. Oh no, 07, as well as. Yeah, 7. No, the 5th of the 7th, 1928, because it'll be an American. Blackwater, MA. 312 hours. Impact event just outside of Blackwater. Intercepted police call. Agents sent to investigate. Interviewed local farmer Ron Graham. Claims meteor was several feet wide, greenish in hue. Crater roughly 100 yards in diameter. Radiation detected in outlying area. Recommend immediate quarantine and further observation by research team. Situation under control. It wasn't under control. That was the report the G-men took when they first arrived. For the next few days, the town of Blackwater was on lockdown. The impact was all that was talked about in the papers, but not much was known aside from the enormous crater and the effect it had on the countryside. Nobody was allowed to leave the town, and only those approved by the shady government agency were allowed to enter. Those unfortunate few included high-ranking government agents and a team of researchers from the nearby Miskatonic University, who were summoned to investigate the meteor itself. For the rest of the town inhabitants, it was a strange occurrence, nothing more. That is, until the meteor hatched. I saw it with my own eyes. When the anomaly emerged, the first thing it did was devour the team of researchers who had been sent to collect and study samples from the meteor. The next thing it did was devour their lab equipment. Then Ron Graham's tractor. Then his house in its entirety. It continued to grow and spread, devouring everything in its path. I barely escaped with my life. When the army arrived, they thought they could kill it with bullets and shells. Everything they threw at it, the creature was devoured. One round after the next. It then split into hundreds of smaller pieces of itself, and the army were quickly overwhelmed. While the battle raged on, myself and others back in town saw lights and shapes in the sky above. Something was up there, waiting. Biding time. The quarantine still holds. We're stuck in the middle of it. It won't be long before the anomaly has grown large enough to devour everything in Blackwater. And if that happens, what could possibly stop its rampage? So, the setup. Gather every card from the blob that ate everything. Encounter sets. This include with that icon. If you are playing the epic multiplayer, nope. if we are playing the single group mode, either gather all the cards from the single group encounter sets included, remove all the multiplayer ones, set aside all the cards in the MeGo Incursion encounter set, aside and out of play. MeGo Incursion, okay. Those are currently out of play. Search the Blob 8 Everything encounter set for the following encounter cards and set them aside out of play. The Vulnerable Heart. One copy of Grasping Ooze. One copy of Cubic Ooze. And both copies of Ooze Wraith. Put the subject 8L08 enemy into play next to the agenda deck. It's not at any location. Alright. Bring these over here. Put this away. Alright, set up the locations according to the grid line below. See the chassis location placements on the next page. Alright, so the crater. Alright, you go up here, please. You can come out of the way because you're not needed. The crater research site to the south. Temporary HQ. Hopefully this all fits on the screen. Fungus mound.
So far, so good.
Quarantine zone. Alright, quarantine zone. Alright, alright, so shuffle the quarantine zone locations. And remove one of them from the game. I will remove this one from the game. Put the crater into play. Take the research site temporary HQ and 2 random quarantine zones. Shuffle them and place each of them at the connected locations in a random order. Okay. So these are all face down. Take the fungus mound and 3 random quarantine zone locations, shuffle them and place each of them in one of the 4 positions on the outer ring furthest from the crater.
Hello.
Hello. 1,
What's up, Honkadillios?
2, 3, 4.
What?
Alright, yeah, it's
4?
gonna be a little tight. Place the remaining quarantine zones into the locations into play.
Toy, like a toiger in your toy pants?
Each investigator begins play at the temporary HQ. So we're starting there. So I'll just put the cards on top of it for the moment. So if you are playing in a single group mode, place one resource on the scenario reference card as a
Okay.
countermeasure. I need to
I'll place
split
one
these out.
resource on your encounter card.
Ready, Davis?
Ugh. So what's up, Clay?
Not much, man.
Yeah, how is
Nah, we have a Davis now.
yes, how is 2077?
It's currently updating right now. I need that 43. I just got it I got it. It just came in the mail today, so I have to update it. It's 15 off the disc and then another 43. So I got about an hour before it starts up.
Ah,
Did you
okay.
see how big the box was, Davo?
Is there a picture somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is a fucking huge box. Reminds me of the...
It's 2 Blu-rays. It's 2 fucking discs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that box reminds me of like the Halo 3 box, or was it ODST that had the big statue?
Reach.
3.
Reach, that was it.
Well, Reach had a
Oh,
statue.
3 had
but
the helmet too. Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't get the helmet version for 3 though. I got the version of ODST with the.
The fact that you couldn't wear the helmet was bullshit. Like, that's the only reason I got the collector's edition of Doom, is because I wanted the fucking Space Marine helmet to wear.
You remember the Halo 2 launch? The first kid that came out without the Legendary Edition. He held it above his head in triumph, and
We
everyone
booed him
fucking booed
mercilessly.
his ass.
Dumb bastard.
Fucking wuss.
So I got the first one to get Halo 2. You got the regular edition, you fucking pussy.
I love how fucking Ryan, because he was working there, was like, boo this man! I miss working with him so much.
Ryan was a chill dude.
Forget what we were playing. Like, some kid tried to trade in a game when I was working with him, and Ryan's like, "Oh, you just you didn't like the game?" And the kid's like, "The game sucks." And Ryan goes, "Did you ever think that maybe you suck?" And the kid's dad goes, "Damn." Jesus
Jeez.
Christ! You don't even need to be good at this game with this gun now.
Well, I mean,
Which gun?
Oh, I have Jotun. I fucking bought that shit off the goddamn vault.
yeah, it's quite good, isn't it?
I still haven't properly utilized Jotun after acquiring it.
Ye olde toaster of fireballs.
You just point at someone, wait for the charge up, and shoot. I just killed the entire team because they were all standing in the point with one blast of Jotun.
There you go.
That's what you get for being a teammate and standing close together, asshole.
Mmm. Toastery goodness.
Although Iron Banner has made me angry.
Oh?
Fucking hunters, man! They're fucking ice power. I can't wait for the next power to come out where the hunters just get to call down Armageddon from the sky.
I mean, they already call down an ice world. They already freeze you and a bunch of people in an area instantaneously, and then on top of you, drop a literal ice tornado that follows you. I
Yeah.
don't know how much worse it can get, Clay.
Is it on the
I do
acts?
because when the next DLC comes out, I don't know.
Oh, and the
I don't know
scenario
what
reference.
the element's gonna be. It may be like if it's fire, it's perfect because they're gonna
Playing
drop
standard.
down, go invisible and invincible at the same time, and then all 4 horsemen are gonna ride out, travel across the screen for the rest of the game, and chase down the enemy team.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
Alright, so we're
Right.
shuffling
The
these.
Jericho.
God himself is gonna reach down and flick you.
You're just gonna have
Yes.
a giant fucking meteor appear in the sky, and your screen goes black.
I can't wait for him to join Smash.
If
Well-
his special move is, if his like super smash is not meteor, then they have or he doesn't transform into safer Sephiroth, then the game has failed.
So good.
Chances are his smash will be like summoning Genova or something.
No, it has to be meteor, or he transforms into safer Sephiroth and wrecks you.
I know what it has to be, but you know what it's going to be.
Well,
Either
it
that, or he just pulls an iris on you.
Just insta kill.
depales you.
Screen goes black. Your character's in a lake. You see him just dropping down from the sky and bailing you.
Ever since it's not
Uh.
Eris, after he joins you, just Cloud just shrugs and walks away.
So we have made the encounter deck now. You're saying about meteors, you missed the intro to the Blob That Ate Everything. Meteor crashed
Uh-huh.
and started to eat
Fine
the...
blob-like meteor.
No. It was a greenish meteor, and then it hatched.
Ah.
Fuck you, I did it again.
Hey, if they didn't learn, that's their problem.
No, it wasn't them. I'm just disrespecting hunters all over the board here.
That's
All
what
I do
you
is
should.
I just freeze them and walk away. I don't even bother to kill them.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, if you're
What if my
playing the
teammates
epic...
will?
No, we're not playing epic. Alright. Reality Acid.
Whoa, dude.
It's gotta be
Sounds
the
like
worst.
you've been doing some of the mushrooms that I like to do in Ark, Rossi.
It's gotta be the worst type of acid. It just makes you focus on reality.
Subject 8L08 opens its maw and devours.
It is
Yum.
Lovecraft, so actually reality acid might be pretty good.
If
I'm
the
not scaring
combination...
some giant thing
Oh my
from beyond
god.
the moon.
So this is...
Fuck, do I get back to the ship?
Fuck, I think I might actually have to add in a token.
Where'd the magic show that I watched go?
Which show?
There's some like crazy ass Japanese show that I power watched earlier on Netflix. It was actually pretty cool. It's like people get like just like wake up or find themselves in an alternate version of Japan, but they think like nobody else is there and they don't know why they're there, and then it's like Saw but done right.
Well, David Saw was clearly done right. It spawned like 9 sequels. And clearly
No.
they're not going to make 9 sequels out of a crap movie.
You know what? I'll give him the first one. It wasn't entirely terrible. After that, no thanks, bud.
The first
Eh,
one,
I thought
so-
the first one was pretty fucking terrible, but that's
It
my
was-
opinion.
it was different. It was
Different. It wasn't great. I never said it was good, but it was different. I said I'll give him the first one.
Yeah,
After
everybody.
that, no
If
thanks.
there was less 2 guys in a room talking, it would have been better.
It's not just 2 guys in a room talking, sir. That was one of those guys was the Dread Pirate Roberts. Granted, he was older and fatter, but it's still the Dread Pirate Roberts, which is why that movie gets the one.
Alright, so... let us get this started.
How the fuck do I get back to the ship?
So, Act 1.
Well,
Or
you gotta go
Agenda
to the
1.
ship.
Sorry. you guys do that. I am just going to deafen myself.
I hope the Iron Banner armor doesn't. Do you want us in a different channel, Ronzi?
No, it's fine. I just want to get this. Oh, I'll get this started. If there's something I need to do, so I'm not interrupting your conversation.
God, that stops.
All right, so the anomaly spreads. You were in the town of Blackwater when the impact event occurred. For several days, you investigated the matter until the anomaly emerged, and all hell broke loose. Fleeing is no longer an option, as the quarantine still holds, and is strictly enforced. The only way you're getting out of here alive is if you can find a way to kill the anomaly, if such a thing is even possible. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to its orthogonally? What the fuck does that mean? Orthogonally. Orthogonal is the generalization of the notion of perpendicular lines, algebraic bilinear forms, the element of adjacent. Oh, okay. So, it basically means that everywhere is connected on its horizontal or vertical axis, not diagonally. Okay, that's fine. So there is 6 doom on this, so I have 6 turns before the agenda goes forward. Act 1A. Expose the anomaly. Objective. At the start of the round, investigators may spend the required number of clues as a group to advance. Beware. Advancing will expose the anomaly's weak points. Be ready for a fight. Let's have a look at this. So, Subject 8L08. The extraspatial anomaly. It has 15 times the number of investigators. So, it has 30 health. It is a monster, ooze, elite. Subject 8L8 gets plus 15 health. If Subject 8L8 is defeated, proceed to Resolution 2. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it has 45 HP. Alright. And we start at the temporary HQ. I'll be referring back to my reality acid periodically. We have the Chaos Pouch ready. So what I need to do... They're going to be kind of out of sight here, but we will have... let's put that up there and out the way. You can come over here. I will need a set of round cards, thinking about it, so that I remember what I'm doing. But you guys are out of play permanently. So we'll shuffle Amanda's deck. And then we have Carol Ann's. She has a bonded deck. We're starting at the temporary HQ, so let's go with the flavor text here. So, at first, few are allowed near this military encampment. A large black tent is set up in the center of the field, with eyes on the rest of Blackwater. Military trucks are parked outside. Through the encampment itself is suspiciously lacking soldiers. You hope the situation hasn't spiraled completely out of control, though you suspect otherwise. So, it's a Shroud of 2, there are no clues, so you can spend 1 countermeasure, choose 1, heal 3 damage, heal 3 horror, gain 5 resources, draw 3 cards. So we currently have 1 countermeasure. Amanda starts with 1 mental trauma. And we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each one gains 5 resources apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check what we've got here. Let us return those 2. We'll keep these. 1, 2. 1, 2. Put those back in. Just shuffle this up quickly. And the next 2 cards we got. Alright, well, we draw another card and then that gets shuffled back in because that there is Whispers of the Deep. Alright, so we have our opening hand for Amanda. Just put that up there for the moment. Garrelin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be put to a side. We draw another card. Let's get rid of those. That's fine. Another 2 cards. Yep, those are fine. Then these get put back into the deck at various intervals. That's fine. Okay.
And shit like that don't count.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
I know with many bounties it doesn't count. You actually have to get to kill yourself. And some of the like aspect and fragment quests, you usually have to get the kills yourself too, rather than just hitting them.
Let's get this party started then.
I see you've got some ladies in there. Da na 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 na.
Alright, so each investigator
Don't
takes
know
the
the
turn.
words to the song.
So we draw a card.
I'm glad you're enjoying the toaster oven, though. And
Fucking
that's
great.
I do love that weapon.
We'll place manual dexterity underneath Amanda. And the game's begun. We ended up with death in hand. So death comes into play immediately. Which gives me +1 to my knowledge. Which is always good. Alright, well, we'll go with Amanda first. So our movement can only be left or right, up or down. We cannot move diagonally. Bless you.
Bless a taco.
Alright, after the last clue is discovered a jewel from your location, place 1 resource on this card.
Ooh, I wonder if he's doing the epic boss fight right now. I gotta check this out.
Alright, well, first things first, we're going to spend 2 resources. And we will play Laboratory Assistant. So, your maximum hand size is increased by 2. After Laboratory Assistant comes into play, draw 2 cards. Alright, nice. Then we shall have her move to the crater. So, the flavor text on the crater. The impact site is a barren farm in the center of the quarantine zone. A ramshackle homestead lies nearby, mostly consumed by globs of green ooze. Smoke still rises from the center of the crater where the alien meteorite sits. A soft green glow emanates from within, a harbinger that something here is not quite right. So, oozified location. Spend 1 countermeasure to deal 3 damage to subject 8L08 or a manifold enemy at your any location. Forced. At the end of the round, each investigator at the crater takes 1 damage. Okay. This could be interesting, but there are 4 clues here. Right? Yep, 2 times the number of investigator.
Oh, so
Is that the end of the round?
I don't know when, but I'm probably gonna be running the Garden of Salvation raid soon. People that are interested. I'll actually post about it when I do, but
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
and if people want to do the Divinity Quest, we can do that too. Just that is going to add some extra time to it.
Alright, well, let's investigate.
So if people want to do that, let me know. We can do that as well.
Sure. So the shroud value here is 1. Oh, we pulled the auto success. So +0 for this test, you may double the number of skill icons on the card beneath the Manta Shop. Well, we don't have that. We're not using it because it wouldn't have counted. So deduction. We ended up getting 3. So, if this skill test is successful while investigating a location, discover 1 additional clue. So, Amanda currently has 2 clues. Alright. And that there was her turn. So, Carolyn, what are you going to do? Well, you are going to first pay 4 for the finger kit asset.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Excuse me. And then let's move to this quarantine zone here. Very little of Blackwater has been untouched by the anomaly. So, the church. Shroud of 4, 2 clues. If there are no clues on church, choose an ooze enemy at church or a connected location. Move the chosen enemy 1 location away from the church and automatically evade it. Group limit once per game. Okay, she is probably more likely to win this than anyone else. So, what we're going to do is you're going to commit. I'm going to activate the fingerprint kit you just played. Exhaust fingerprint kit and spend 1 supply. Investigate. You get +1 knowledge for this investigation. If you succeed, discover 1 additional clue at your location. So, let's see what we pulled this time. -1. We didn't commit anything, and it was a shroud of 4 against 5. The -1 takes it to 4, so that's fine. We gain both of those clues.
Blue skidoo, you can too.
Alright, and
God.
that there was...
What was that guy's name? Was that Steve? Pretty sure that was Steve
Done.
on Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
So because Amanda's in the crater, she takes 1 point of damage. There are no enemies. Upkeep phase. Reset actions. Flip the mini cards. Oh yeah, as you guys, I was on mute whenever I said it, but the blob has 45 HP.
Bow, bow, wow. Sounds like a beefy boy.
Ready all exhausted cards. Each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource. You got guts for Amanda and emergency cash for Carolyn. You check the hand size. 1, 4, 5. As I think is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so Mythos phase. You place 1 Doom on the agenda. Advance if the threshold is met. Nope. Each investigator draws one card from the top of the encounter deck. So I start with Amanda. Oh. She spawns an oozling. Spawn any empty oozified location. Isn't report 8L08-B and C continued. Subject 8L08-B consumed 310 grams of organic material and appears to have split. Mitosis, yeah. Into a second mass. Hereinafter 8L08C. Each subject displays similar behavior as they are they communicating with one another? Report continues on next page. So we'll put it on this location. And it has blob 1, which would mean that if we kill it, we do 1 damage to the blob. And alright, so that was Amanda, so Carolyn. Corrosive slime. Test willpower 4. For each point you fail by, subject 8L08 devours either one of your resources or a random card from your hand. It ate all the lab equipment, but wait. How did it get through the isolation chamber? What about Dr. Roberts? It ate everything. Alright, I need to test willpower.
I said, which way should I go on Dathomir Clay?
Just follow the path, like the only path you can take until you
There's
come to
3
some
paths that I can take.
just whichever one. Like it's gonna be hard because the enemies are gonna be way higher level than you. So just
Fooged -4.
Just continue just keep playing it until you basically you'll come to a dude in a hood who you can talk to, who's like, hey, you can't go any further. And then once you get to him, you'll turn around, and there'll be a path to, I believe, the right leading off, and the path you just came. You take the one to the right, and that's where you'll find the bench. It's not easy, because you're not supposed to be here yet, but...
You know, I just have it on story mode, so...
It's not easy, because you're not supposed to be there yet.
Mm.
Even on story mode, the enemies are gonna hit hard.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
56.
That's all I can think of now. 3!
3. Combination of 3 and 5. Simply stunning.
Yeah, I also have to go with 3.
Between 1 and 4.
2.
Alright, so which cards did the blob devour?
Has Clayton unintentionally fucked Ronzi? We will see.
I just want to
Or
see.
has he intentionally fucked Ronzi? The world may never know.
The card is placed underneath subject 8L08. Fine Clothes and Alice Luxley. Alice was probably going to be useful. The Fine Clothes is whatever.
Alex was a liability, Ronzi.
You only have screwed Clay.
Okay.
This thing is ridiculous. I love this fucking gun. It was worth everything I paid for it.
Round stato.
Yeah, it is quite good.
So we draw 1 card, and the card
Funkalicious.
underneath here gets discarded.
Compared to some of the other weapons, it was actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, any weapon that came from a raid is generally prohibitively expensive on the wall.
As is the speeder.
Well, yeah, it came from a raid.
We'll put guts underneath Amanda for this round.
Well, if Amanda has guts, she's gonna win. That guy's a brutal swordsman.
See, I was thinking global guts.
Behold the only thing that can stop the blob. I present to you the aggro crag.
Good old aggro Craig.
Alright, so we'll spend another 2 resources and we will acquire, we'll play the Hawkeye folding camera. And then we will attempt
Did I just fuck my teammates?
we will attempt to search here again with shroud value of 1, wasn't it? Compared to the 3 that I already have, plus the 1 committed card, and we will commit the card underneath this time as well. I can't even remember what the stats are on it, but that's fine because it doesn't get discarded, it just goes back underneath. And what do we pull this time? Oh, she pulled the auto success again, so double points.
Down.
Doesn't really matter, but we get the it was enough, but we only gain 1 clue. But we get to draw a card. Gain 2 cryptic writings. Gain 2 resources after you draw cryptic writings during your turn. Play it. That's a free action. Fantastic. So we just instantly gained 2 resources. I'll take that. Is there anything else? Oh no, use double icons on the card beneath Amanda. Alright. And then...
No, and then.
No, and then...
I refuse to play your sick Chinese food mind games.
Hey, Tanner. Welcome, welcome.
Tanner!
No worries. Thank you for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated, man.
Also, a large thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for endorsing
Jesus
Roxy's
Christ.
stream.
And for pairing with Xfinity.
And I wanted to
Apparently!
and I wanted to say you needed to check out the link in the description.
Nah. You're on such good terms with Raid Shadow Legends now, no link is required.
We're
They
doing
know what
another
the people
investigation at the crater. 100 bits. Thank you. Thank you for the extra 100 bits, man. Show love, 100. Oh, show some love for some Raid Shadow Legends. And the
I'll get you
token
there one day, Roxy.
is -1.
Die trying.
So we gained the clue.
Good lord, DJJ skills. Do you have no life?
This is level.
250? 250?
346 on the
That's-
season.
That's the highest I've seen. Hot damn.
Fucking hell.
Jeez. The highest I've come across before that is 250. I thought that was
300
no lifer. Fucking
346 on the season.
Jesus, dude.
Jesus Christ, some people.
I'm only like 101 myself.
I just hit 25.
So,
Well, yeah, but you were playing Assassin's Creed and stuff and whatnot, and you know you had to put a lot of time into that. You know.
So I've got +1
I
fortitude.
also work like fucking 9
good
hour
night.
days now.
I mean,
Good
that
night,
too.
Tanner. Thank you very much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Hopefully we'll catch you again soon.
Honk, chicka, bonk, bonk. You're a person.
Damn it, I forgot to put the thing underneath for the extra card draw. Never mind. Alright, we have no resources, so we're going to play Emergency Cash to instantly gain 3 resources.
No, you want to play Punch the Dinosaur. See, that's how you get them resources.
He's not wrong.
And then we're going to move up to the quarantine zone. And this is Slimy Streets.
I don't know what I want to play.
Forced. After you discover any number of clues from Slimy Streets, reveal that many random tokens from the Chaos Bag. For each skull and fail token revealed by this effect, take 1 damage or horror.
The donk is my donk controller there.
And this place has 4 clues.
Hey, it's a guy that says I can't go any further because I just ran into a chick that summoned 2 guys to
No,
fight me.
no. Don't worry about the chick. It's a hooded dude. The chick that you just ran into is Marin.
She's a lady.
Whoa, she's a lady.
Marin is awesome. Marin has some dark ass magic though.
Well, she's a night sister.
Alright,
She is the sister in the nighttime.
Which is the right time.
Yes.
so we'll use the fingerprint kit again.
She just needs your help, step bro.
So
I hate you both so much.
what is this link?
I hate you both so much.
You're thinking about the Tom and Jerry one too, aren't you, David?
Oh god, so great. Oh man.
Oh dear. That do understand that link couldn't have been better timing for what they were just saying.
Linky linky honk time.
What happened?
To check the link that Tanner put into the chat. 5 against 3. Minus fucking 4 again. What the fuck, love? No, we failed. Okay. So it was any time you discover after you discover any number of clues. You haven't done.
This Biff Tannen fellow gets the joke.
Bro, what are you doing? Oh dear me. Y'all are degenerates. I mean, that's why you're here, but
We're here to balance out your Englishness with our American sass.
Enough Twitch for tonight. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we're just getting started, baby.
1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I'm done with actions for that. So Amanda takes another point of damage.
Hey, fucking coward. Hiding around the corner.
Enemies. Well, there's no engaged enemies. There's no hunters. So reset everything. Gain a resource each and draw a card.
Jotun needs his catalyst.
Oh, did you hear
Um,
about Arc 2 Vin Diesel Boogaloo?
What?
Apparently, Arc 2 is being made, and Vin Diesel is the main character or some shit.
That's legit.
Indeed, it is too legit to quit, sir.
Play it now. Well, there's the first use of Ronzinios by Tanner.
Family. No, Vin Diesel, we have to build this house or else we'll survive. Or else we'll die. Family. Yeah, yes. Family will live in house.
Hand sizes are fine. Alright. Let's play some Doom. Threshold has not been met. Card hand sizes. Each investigator draws from the encounter. So Amanda draws
Somebody talks about hands. I think about Uncle Jack from It's Always Sunny.
Wave of Ooze. Revelation.
He's in these giant hand gloves.
Yep.
So, test willpower 3. Take 1 horror for every point you fail by. Subject 8L08 devours each card defeated by this effect. So we're testing willpower 3 against... we're going to committing the card underneath. We're going to be committing any other cards while I think about this. No, we are not. We're testing willpower 3 against willpower 3. Auto fail! Good bollocking god. So it doesn't even matter. This has been a very bad start to the game.
Seems pretty typical to me.
Well, yeah. 3 horror.
Standard Arkham.
We'll be putting 2 on the laboratory assistant and 1 on Amanda. So the laboratory assistant has been devoured by the blob. Put that one upside down to signify that which deck they come from. It would be absolutely hilarious if, like, the investigators get devoured by the blob. To be honest, there might actually be a second stream tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, to finish this.
Assuming you survive.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I have faith in you, Ronzi. You can do this. Not a fucking chance.
Got 3 words of advice for you there, Ronzi.
Alien food chain.
Punch
Get
the
good,
giant
son.
door.
I
Punch
thought
the
he was
giant
gonna.
door.
I thought he was gonna say "Get good, son." Yeah.
So, alien food chain. Revelation. If there is no manifold enemies in play, alien food chain gains search. Otherwise, it's attached to the manifold enemy with the least remaining health and fully heal that enemy. Attached enemy gets +1 fight, +1 evade, and gains hunter. Uh-oh. So this oozling is now a hunter. Uh-oh, spaghetti ooze. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, well, it's a new turn then. So, draw 1 card, discard the card beneath Amanda, and then we place a new card beneath Amanda. Obscure studies will be placed beneath Amanda.
Alright, I think I just found the hooded dude. He told me to avoid the ruins.
Yeah. Now, when you turn around, because you can't make that jump, there should be a path. I think it's to the right that goes like kind of like down. It's not the path that you
Yeah.
took. Take that path, and you should see a workbench.
Let us head
Aha.
to the north quarantine zone.
See, I played the game on normal difficulty, and it was a pain in the ass to fight my way through there. I
More
did it
slimy streets.
because they're like, "Hey, dude, don't go to Dathomir," but they gave me the option to go to Dathomir, so of course I'm
So
going
it's-
to go to Dathomir.
It is the same as the other slimy streets.
It's like in Resident Evil when Wesker tells you to stop and don't open that door. You can open that door.
Oh, it just automatically gives it to you?
And now you
Can
have
you
double A.
Can
You
you
can
switch
switch
that? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's like
Alright, we'll
it's like
do
up
that
or
the
down.
next
Yes,
round.
you can switch.
For now, let us draw another card.
God damn it! Why did
Yeah,
somebody have to
flashlight.
mention Star Wars games?
Alright, we'll spend 2.
Oh, I know what Davis is gonna do. He's gonna play the Adventures of Paragus.
Really
Mining
didn't feel
space mining simulator.
abandoned space. It's got I don't remember what I fucking called it. Abandoned mining facility.
Simulator 2020.
2020. Thank you very much. I don't know what it is about that game that just keeps drawing me back in.
You're a masochist. That's what it is.
So we'll use the fingerprint kit again for the final time. Try
It's
and
the
grab
worst part of the game, and you
a
enjoy
couple more of
playing it
these
because
clues.
you're sick in the fucking head.
As long as I don't play it 4 times in one day, it's just so.
That's because you've already burned that bridge,
Yeah,
haven't you?
cultist. What does that do? -2. If this token was revealed during an attack against an enemy, that enemy gains a
There's something
retaliation
about
for this
the old
attack.
abandoned asteroid mining facility simulator 2020 that
No,
really
we've got
gets me.
5 against 3, so we gain these 2 clues.
What cracks me up is the fact that when you play Skyrim, you wait till you're out of the tutorial zone and then you save. So when you start the game over, you can just start from the, if you start a new game, you can just start from there without having to do all that bullshit. And I'm pretty sure Suitor gives you the same thing, but you don't do that. No, you've got to play through Paragon.
No, the only thing you can skip in KOTOR is
Well, no, you could make a manual save file and
Yeah.
then
yeah,
then-
but then you'd miss out on all the either good or evil
Alright, so we just
options.
reveal.
Yeah, but at
Different
Tokens.
the
loot.
end,
And every time you play, the loot in there is fucking randomized, so you never know what you're gonna get.
and
fair point.
-3
at the
is
end,
fine.
Can't you re-roll your character
Stats
though?
And either,
Oh, you can't.
no.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you
This
could.
game was made. That game
And
was
+1 is
early
fine as well, so we don't
2000s,
take
you
any
know,
damage or
There were
horror.
real consequences for making characters and restarting back then. Not none of this like fancy, make it nice and not painful for you type stuff.
Davis,
We'll draw
Morrowind did that, and the Morrowind came out
a card.
either around the same time or before. Actually, Morrowind came out before Knights 2.
Maybe, but the Morrowind didn't really have like a long beginning.
And we
I
will
remember 'cause I
draw
played through
another
it.
card.
You basically just woke up near that fucking town, and that was it.
You
Essentially.
woke up on a slave ship.
Nice, okay, those
Yeah,
are fine.
it's
2
right next
spells.
to the fucking town. You hop off the ship and you go about your fucking merry way. There wasn't much you had to do. Not like going through the sewers in Oblivion or the beginning part of
Fucking
Skyrim.
sewers.
Alright, so this blob is now a hunter, so
The only reason you didn't like the sewers is because they fucking gave you the same amount of gamer.
No, they gave you more.
he's
Fair
gonna
enough.
travel up here to the research
what?
site.
Then
the
an
overkill in Halo 3.
Oh, I mean, traversing the sewers in a medieval land would be is far more difficult achievement than an overkill. 'cause You just have to
Refresh.
kill people in Halo.
One
Yeah,
resource
but when it
each
came out,
and a guard.
remember the achievement was get an overkill in the free for all match, and when it first came out, each match had 5 people
Nope,
in it,
nope.
so you had to kill everyone else in the match.
That was back when like companies like actually put in difficult to achieve achievements, and they were like badges of honor.
Forced
Kind of.
at the start of the
No,
investigator's
except for
phase.
that one for a
Okay.
while. Hey guys, I can't get the overkill achievement. Will you stand next to each other while I get the rocket launcher?
That's probably why.
Okay,
'Cause
so
they just assume people would do shit like that.
check
You can't
hand
really cheat your way
size.
out of
1,
wandering
2,
through sewers.
3,
I'm sure Davis could find a way.
6. That's
And
fine.
if you had enough jump right off the bat, you could stay up pretty high and just use a bow and arrow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
Yep,
you
that
wouldn't
is
have to
also
get
fine.
close to any of the enemies.
Clado, wake up! What? I just cheated in Final Fantasy VII. That's great. Wait, what?
Quite good.
Alright, so start of round. We are going to spend the clues.
God, I hate this strike so much.
We need to spend 4 clues. 1, 2,
Dream City one?
No!
3, 4.
Which one is it?
It's the new one.
Oh yeah, the
So-
end of that boss
Yeah.
is pretty terrible.
The boss room that's just fucking just enemies upon enemies. And it's not even like all of the enemies that really sucks. It's just goddamn fucking,
The wyverns.
yes!
Yeah,
Alright,
those
so-
suck hard.
If this is the first time this act is activated, read the following. You've seen the anomaly's true heart. It lies beneath the surface of the ooze, pulsating with unseen power, and guided by a myriad of forms of alien hunger. You suspect the organ, whatever it may be, holds the secret to destroying the anomaly for once and for all. After hours of investigation, you believe that you have pinpointed the creature's heart. Due to the way it shifts through the surface of the all-encompassing body, you know that it won't stay in its current location for very long. You'll have to track it down again. Choose any oozified location, spawn the set-aside vulnerable heart enemy at the chosen location.
Okay.
Where did I put those ones aside? Oh, it's these ones up here.
Simulator.
Vulnerable hearts. Monster elite, ooze elite, massive retaliates. X is the amount of damage on the valuable heart. Valuable heart cannot be evaded, and you cannot make attacks of opportunity. Valuable heart cannot have more than 15 damage on it. All excess damage is cancelled.
Oh, destroyed the Jedi Knights. Blah blah blah. Heard you like 30 or 40 times at least.
Oh, probably more than that, Davis.
Wouldn't doubt it. Let's see.
Okay, so put that to one side. So, extraterrestrial physiology.
You get a lot of skill.
The creature's heart is exposed. Now's your chance. Forced. After any amount of damage is placed on the valuable heart, place twice that much damage on subject 8L08 as well. First, while an investigator at your location is attacking the valuable heart, spend 1 clue. That investigator gets +2 might for this attack. Objective. At the end of the round, you must advance. Alright, so where are we going to put the vulnerable heart?
I wish you could make your points go below 8. Intelligence of 2.
Oh, you mean like Outer Worlds?
Oh yeah. I don't think I need charisma for evil options. I can just force this way.
Alright, let's put it in this location up here.
Should I master Yaddle?
Alright, so place 1 Doom on the agenda. The agenda does not advance. Each investigator draws 1 card from the encounter deck. Starting with Amanda. Sticky Feet. Revelation. Attached to the nearest oozified location. As an additional cost to enter or leave the attached location, the investigator must spend an action. Spend 1 countermeasure to discard Sticky Feet. Well, the place where she is will get Sticky Feet. That is slightly annoying, but okay. Really? And then Carolyn pulls another Oozling. Spawn an empty oozified location. So, subject reports 8L08B continued. Unsure if 8L08B possesses a form of primitive intelligence or a hive mind with 8L08. Subject appears to react to external stimuli independently from the host, but acts according to the same criteria as 8L08. Similar goals/instincts. Requires further study. Report continues on next page. Alright, we'll place it on that oozified field. So next is Amanda draws a card. This gets discarded. And it is Lita. All right. Let us put prophecy underneath. Then we will put Lita into play for the first action. Then the second will be, and third as well, we will move to where the heart is. So, this is the desecrated farmland. While you're at desecrated farmland, you cannot gain resources. Forced. After you end your turn in desecrated farmland, lose 1 resource. Ooh, that's not good. But there are 2 clues in this location. After you end your turn. Alright. Well, turn is end, so we lost a resource. We won't be spending long here, I don't think.
Yeah, why not?
Reasons. Alright, so Carolyn will move up to the desecrated farm. And we will then attack the vulnerable heart. Actually, hang on a moment. We will not do that. We will gain a resource. Oh, we can't do that because we're at the desecrated farm now, so we can't do that. My bad, I screwed up the order. Never mind. So, I will play the event card. I've got a plan for 3. This uses books. Alright, so, and its fight value is X. X is the amount of damage that's on there, but there is currently no damage, so its fight value is 0. And we've pulled the tome, which is -3. This, after this skill test ends, subject 8LA devours each card that was committed to this test. Well, luckily there was no cards committed. So this deals. This is. We're at 4 -3 is 1, so we succeed. So it does 1 base damage. I've got 3 clues, so I can get like a +1 damage on this attack for each clue that I have. So that's 1, 2, that's 4. And as Lita is there, we've successfully attacked, so that's another damage, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And whenever we do damage to this, we do double damage to the blob, right? Vulnerable heart can only... okay, vulnerable heart cannot take more than 15 damage. That's fine. Alright, it's taken 5 damage. It was there, wasn't it? While an investigator at your location is attacking vulnerable heart, spend 1... No, that's not fine. So, after any amount of damage is placed on the vulnerable heart, place twice that much damage on subject. Yeah, okay, so it takes 10 damage. 9, 10. Whew, okay. And then... we will draw a card. Ah, shit. That's bad. Put Kleptomania into play. Take control of 1 item or 2 assets from another investigator at your location, then shuffle Kleptomania into your deck. Force, at the end of your turn, take 1 horror. Well, that's a problem.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, because I ran out of actions. So, Carolyn takes 1 horror. I lost 1 resource.
Hey, it's Forrest Whitaker.
Was that at the end of the round, you must advance. Alright, so reset actions, nothing needs resetting. Ready all exhausted card. Oh wait, no. Enemies. So, Oozling moves up 1.
What are you watching, Chris?
I'm playing Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, Saul Guevara. Have you not seen? You've seen Rogue One.
No,
Oh yeah. He's
I knew he was in it, but I didn't care enough to see it because no Jedi and Sith.
Can't gain any resources, so
that's not entirely
Yeah,
accurate.
I know Vader shows up for like 5 minutes at the end, but that's not enough.
we draw.
It's not entirely accurate. I know. I just enjoy using that phrase.
Hand sizes are fine. Alright, so it's the end of the route, so we have to advance extraterrestrial physiology. So, mere minutes after its exposure, the pulsating heart retreats back inside the creature's vast body. You'll have to wait for it to re-emerge in order to harm it once more. Remove all damage from the vulnerable heart and set it aside out of play. The amount of damage that was removed from the removal damage. Alright, the amount of damage that is removed from the vulnerable heart in this way is X. If X is at least 1, read the following. All around you, the anomaly reels back for a moment. Then it erupts into the sky in a massive geyser of anger and hate. You duck for cover as blobs of ooze slam into the ground all over the city, splitting into even more sentient masses. Shuffle the encounter deck pile into the encounter... is this discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until manifold enemies with at least the total number of X health have been discarded. One at a time in a random order. Spawn each of those at different enemies at different ossified locations. Ook me. Alright. Well, there was only 2 cards here, but that's fine. And there was 5 damage, so I need a total of 5 health. Nope. Well, there is 3. There we go. Random, doesn't really matter. Place one there, we'll place one here. Okay. That gets placed on that. Alright, so. Blackwater's Bane. You may have managed to finally harm the creature directly, but in doing so, you've caused it to split even further. Each ooze enemy gains Retaliate and loses the Blob X keyword. At the end of the round, you must advance. This scenario will not end when this act advances. Uh-oh. So they gain what? They gain Retaliate and loses X. Blob X. Alright, so killing them at this point would be moat. That's fine. Mm-mm. So. Place 1 Doom. Gender doesn't go. We draw from the encounter deck for Amanda. Replication, power, revelation. Find the manifold enemy with the most damage on it. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until another manifold enemy with equal or lower printed health is discarded. Spawn that enemy at the same location, then distribute the damage on both enemies so that the remaining health on both enemies is as equal as possible. If no enemy is spawned by this effect, replication gains surge. Alright, well. Nope, we need to keep discarding until we find one. It got me. Nope. Nope. Oh, okay. Nothing. So, yoink. We gain surge. Consuming more. Test feat 3. Take 1 damage for each point you fail by. Subject 8 devours each card defeated by this effect. So we're going to place that in. And we will place that as well. And we have pulled 0. So we are fine. And then Carolyn pulls Sticky Feet attached to the nearest Oosified location. To the location they are both in right now. God damn it. Okay. Turn then. So we draw 1 card. We discard the card underneath Amanda. Excuse me. So we'll drop Stunning Blow underneath her, I believe. That's probably the best of the two. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We need to peel for an item asset of some kind. Or we can peel. Alright, yeah, let's do that. So we'll take 2 resources for the kleptomaniac. And then this gets shuffled back into the deck. So that was one action. What was that? There's an additional cost. Alright, so we'll pay 2 resources and we'll play Working a Hunch. Fast, play only during your turn, discover 1 clue at your location.
Fuck you, hyperdrive. Time to go lit one full auto on these bitches. Yes, I've seen this cutscene. I'll wait.
The next thing that we want to do is... we played 1. And then I'm going to use the... spend 2 actions to move to the slimy streets. Alright, so Amanda. What are you going to do? You're going to attempt using the flashlight to search for the final final clue here. So that there is with the -1 or -2, that takes you to 1. Knowledge of 3. Committing the card underneath. Oh, there's no point because that's fist, isn't it? It's not even going to work. It's not going to benefit of any kind of way, so... Cultist is -2. If this token is revealed during an attack against the enemy gains retaliate for this attack. It's not. So we had 3 minus the 2 takes us to 1. So that's fine. We gain the final clue from here. And as we gained the final clue, we gain another Hawkeye, another evidence for the Hawkeye manifold. So we now also gain +1 knowledge. Nice. And then using 2 actions, we will leave there and we'll head down to the same slimy streets. Hunter. So there's only 1 hunter currently. It moves.
God, shank you, Kreia. You're already dead.
Any engaged, there are no engaged enemies. So, flip, nope. Ready, exhausted, nope. Each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource. We're no longer on the desecrated farmland, so we gain a resource each. And we all both draw a card. Another flashlight. Fucking hey! Klepto fucking mania. Oh, that's another horror. is it? Oh, at the end of your turn, that's fine. Actually, then, so she then wouldn't have any horror because it's at the end of the turn when I was drawing those cards. This is the end of the round at the moment. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we up to? We're up. So let's us. So when is this at the end of the round? This must advance. Okay. So if this is the first time you've activated, this act has advanced. Read the following. Throughout your struggles, an alien presence has watched your progress with curiosity. Now they descend from orbit in order to hatch their plots. Shuffle each of the set-aside Me-Go drone enemies into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Okay, so these get put into the deck. Also, do not forget, if you are able, please do, and are willing, of course, if you've got a spare Prime sub, throw it this way if you are so inclined. Of course, people do not have to. Alright, that's that. So, where's the thing? Regardless of how many times this act has advanced, read the following. As the hours pass, the ooze seeps back into the ground and lies dormant once more. Place 1 times the number of investigator clues on each revealed oozified location to a maximum of its clue value. The lead investigator chooses a random set-aside story card, then draws it, resolving the size with the Part 1 trait. Reset the act deck to 1A. 1, 2. 2 goes on there. 2 goes on there. 2 goes on there. 2 goes on there. The lead investigator then draws a random story card. Someone pick 1 to 4.
3.
3. All right.
I concur.
So, defuse the explosives. You're approached by a military officer who informs you that the military plans to destroy the anomaly using explosive. I tried to tell them why it won't work, but the general is too stubborn to listen, he explains. The explosives are on a timed fuse. If they detonate, it will only split the creature further, making it even harder to destroy. Orders be damned, we have to stop them. Revelation. Spawn the set-aside Migo Meddler at the Fungus Mound. Put this card and the set-aside and the set-aside military plan asset into play next to the Act deck with 5 damage tokens on it. Place 1 horror. Alright, now let me do this in my steps. So place spawn the set-aside Migo Meddler at the Fungus Mound. Migo Meddler at the Fungus Mound. Put this card and the set-aside military plan into play next to the Act deck. Yeah, that's fine. With 5 damage tokens on it. Place 1 horror token on 1 times the number of investigated different Uzified locations furthest from the crater. Horror tokens on this location represent explosives. Forced. If there are no explosive among locations in play, remember that the explosives were diffused. Flip this card over. Forced. If the military plan is plan has no damage on it, remember that the explosives were detonated. Flip this card over. So, horror taken on horror tokens on location represent explosives. Each location with explosive gains test, book, or feat. If you succeed, remove the horror token from this location. At the end of the round, remove 1 damage from this card. Okay, so I've got 5 rounds to deal with that. And then the Migo Meddler. While Migo Meddler is ready, it gains Forced. At the end of the enemy phase, if the Migo Meddler is at a location with explosives, remove 1 damage from the Migo Meddler. Otherwise, move Migo Meddler towards the location with explosives. Okay. And then reset the Act deck to 1A. At the start of the round. Okay, yeah. So we need another 4 clues to start the fun again. Whew. Okay. Things are running along fairly smoothly. I think, however, with the explosives being placed, that is a good place to stop for now. So, thank you very much for joining. With the fact that this is in the middle, I will be back tomorrow afternoon to finish this, or at least to continue on. Who knows? There might be also a further one tomorrow evening. I'm not sure yet. Other than that, Sunday. What did I say? Wednesday, whenever I was streaming, what I would play Sunday?
No idea.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, if in that case, then if this does not end tomorrow, we will continue playing this Sunday because the game will need to be packed away by Sunday evening. For when I need to use the desk for work, I can't have all of these cards in the way. I don't want to have to. No, I can't. And I don't want to have this set up. I don't have to want to remember what is set up and what is where and everything.
A picture
For
is worth
next week.
1,000 words.
Yeah,
Take pictures.
yeah, but it's the hassle of having to reset it all back up. So,
Or
no.
better yet, do one of your live stream paintings of it.
I will glare at you.
Oh, I know. I see.
Actually, technically, you have a moving picture of it right now. You wouldn't even need to take the picture.
Well, no, because Davis, there you can only see up to here. There is stuff all the way across the rest of the desk.
Ah, see, you need one of them there.
Moving pictures.
No,
You wanna-
it's a thing
Look,
that like goes underneath it that you can just pick up and place somewhere else.
Like a puzzle board holder or something.
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, I was thinking that, but yeah, like that is like everything.
That's
Ah,
a lot.
Yeah, I mean the game isn't exactly small.
generally those.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Please do consider giving a follow, or if you are over on YouTube, please do consider giving a subscribe.
And smash the like button. Smash it, damn you.
Yep, or just leave a nice constructive comment because those will help out the algorithms. Better yet, if you can come and watch live, that there would be even better.
Honk wildly into the wind.
Indeed. So Monday next week will be Destiny 2. Hopefully we might finish the storyline for Shadowkeep, though I'm not sure because a lot of it is doing background stuff. But we will see. We will see what happens. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, then it'll fall into Wednesday. And then next Friday, we will be back on this. The schedule will go up soon on the Discord, so please feel free to join that if you so choose. But until next time, everybody, stay safe.